Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Asian Poker Tour. We are celebrating 20 years of APT this year in 2026, starting with the series here in Jeju, APT Jeju Classic 2026. Oh, we've got a full list of scheduled streams for you. And today, this is the second one of the day. We had the Natural 8 Taiwan exclusive, and today we have the the Taiwan exclusive, and today we have the APT Thailand exclusive. And yeah, it's an exciting one at that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to have our final 6 players for this APT Thailand exclusive, and they will be playing for a top prize of $1,000 as well as a main event ticket. And that's, of course, on top of the prizes they've already won, which is flights and accommodations to come here to the APT Jeju Classic and play some poker. And I believe everyone in the top 6 is also guaranteed a $450 side event ticket. So they're going to be able to play an additional tournament after this one at the minimum. But they're fighting for that top prize of the main event ticket, the $1,000 payout, and of course, the Baby Lion trophy. Should be a very fun one. And oh, look at that. Look, you can even see behind me here. We have the same screen set up at the feature table, which you'll see in a second. But we've got that, wonderful sketched out line in the mountains here for the South Korean series. I think it's exciting. And yeah, and I think these Natural 8 events too are also very exciting in terms of the action you see. It's a little bit different from our super high rollers and our main event that could be a bit more serious. These ones are a little bit more fun. And we'll get into that shortly, but take a look at the schedule coming up there. As you see, we're already into day 2 of the live streams. This is going to be the 3rd stream of the series on the 2nd day, Thailand exclusive. Tomorrow, we'll also have 2 streams, the Natural 8 Hong Kong event, as well as the Natural 8 NGG Beat the Pros Bounties event. That's going to be a fun one with some crazy rules. We'll be sure to tell you all about it when we get there. But then, of course, the main event that you've been waiting for, the APT Jeju Classic 2026 main event, start the streaming on day 2 all the way down to a winner, and we close off the series with the high roller. And of course, I know you love my pretty voice, but I couldn't just do it with PocketKyles alone. No, we have to welcome into the booth Vidur Singhal as well. Vidur, how are you doing today?
Doing very well, Kyle. Excited to kick off the fun portion of the streaming schedule with you. The Natural 8 event earlier on today, APT Thailand right now. You mentioned the super fun event, the GG event tomorrow. Of course, the Natural 8 Hong Kong stream. Stephen Lai, Mr. Hong Kong himself, will be joining us. For now, all eyes on the Thailand event and maybe a side eye on the main event, Flight 1B. Active at the moment, over 300 entries for that one as well. This is the Jeju Classic, which means around the 1500 USD entry. Is going to be a massive prize pool if we continue like this. Over 400 entries yesterday.
Ooh, that's exciting.
The event is just kicking.
Oh, can't wait to get into that coverage. And of course, you can see there the chip stacks on your screen. It looks like EasyBro88 is in the lead, going to have a bit of an edge going into this one. You know, one of these players will be walking away with the main event ticket, so it's going to be exciting. One of them will be adding to that list of growing entries for what could be a record-breaking main event here in Jeju. We'll have to wait and find out if it is so. But there you go. There you have it. The payouts on top of all the things that were already promised, starting with $400 minimum payout and a 1K top prize. Remember, this was a very small buy-in tournament. They only bought in for $35 and made it all the way to this stage here to win so much more times their money. And of course, there's a little bit of a bonus this year. We changed it up with our sponsors, Natural 8. There's going to be an 8K last longer in the main event for anyone who qualified from Natural 8. So whoever wins the main event seat today will be part of that last longer, guaranteed. Whoever is the last person of the qualifiers left in the main event will be getting a bonus $8,000 in that last longer. Exciting added value from our sponsors, Natural 8.
Yeah, it is really exciting too, because there's a real shot to get an $8,000 bonus. I mean, you're only competing with a select group of players compared to the entire main event, which, as I'm hoping, hits 1,000 entries. Let's see where that ends up. Now, we do see the snapshot, 706 entries. That is a lot. And of course, a $35.90 prize pool amongst the top 6. That doesn't count the bonuses being flown over to Jeju, accommodation, and the main event entry as well. So I think strategy-wise, Kyle, maybe more than usual a winner-take-all situation here, considering the price jump is only from 400 to 1,000 between 6th and 1st.
Yeah, purely for, you know, if you want to just crunch the numbers, do the math, that would be what it dictates. You know, you have all this added value. You've already locked up quite a bit, and now you've got a series to get to. So it's kind of just a bit of a more fun feature table, and that trophy is really kind of what stands out more. You kind of want to just be the one to get the glory, get the little trophy for the home shelf, for the home trophy case. And look at that. We have a look at our players here. There's Trumps coming in with 1 million in chips. There we go in seat 3. We got EasyBro88, our chip leader. 2.7 million in chips. 777P at 777, seat number 4, 380K. There's Mike PD, 2.3 million in chips, good for 2nd place. Wandera coming in with 500,000 in chips. And then last but, well, technically least in one way, Milky RCD, the short stack at the table, 315,000, but has a fighting chance to still take it down. She will have to come from behind, but just like everyone else at this table, they got to play through it first.
Loving the energy and the poses.
Yeah, right?
It is exciting. Here at the feature table, the main event is going on. The whole floor staring out at you.
Right.
Under the lights.
You got like 7 cameras pointed at you at every given time.
Familiar face in the form of seat 1, by the way, as he went by Trumps. Let's just call him that. He's approaching 100K on his end and mob. APT regular. Started out with a great run at APT Phuket at the start of last year.
Ooh.
Won the mini main event. I think that was his biggest score at the time.
Yeah.
I saw an Instagram post from him as well. Said he made 3 final tables and has continued that run. Has won some events at the previous Jeju stop. Has been coming to almost every stop. So looking forward to seeing what he has to offer with all his experience. Sort of the middle stack
Yeah.
amongst the 6. Okay, the short stack wins the button. Good sign.
There we go. Good start.
Can actually make a bit of a difference, I have to say.
Oh, for
You
sure.
get an easy jam spot.
Definitely.
Another interesting tidbit about Trumps, Kyle. Early
Yeah.
on today, you were talking about potentially playing an event that's actually going on right now. Trumps has actually won the team's event.
Ooh. Oh, it's a shame he's. You know, when does the late reg go till now? I think he's missed it. Fortunately, started earlier today. Have to wait for a different opportunity, but there we go. Hand number 1 underway. Short stack did dodge the blinds. 2 shorter stacks actually. And start off at 15K, 30K, 30K. Still 10 bigs for our shortest stack. And look at that. Wake up with queens on the first hand. Gonna put it in.
Too easy.
All right. Well, let's
button,
see what
wake
the
up
big
with
blind has. Ah, okay. King deuce. 10 big blind button jam. Is it an easy play for easy bro? Looks like it. Makes the fold. And short stack. Chipping up nicely. 2.5 big blinds on top of that 10K or 10 big starting stack. It's a 25% stack increase to start your tournament here on this feature table.
I like the jam too. Not
Yeah.
messing about.
No.
Nothing too fancy.
Yeah. It's always funny too when you get to a feature table and maybe it's your first time on a feature table and you know, I wonder if you think about that for a second. Do you go, well, is it one and done for me? Do I somehow lose here? All my chips are in.
Always fun to see the ratio of women at our feature table growing organically, that is. This is the final 6 amongst over 700 entries. And of course, the Thai contingent, always the most fun. They are growing the game in their part of the world so rapidly.
Yeah.
Tend to have a few Thai finishers in our main event as well. We'll be looking out for that. Could be one of these 6 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's notable too that about half the table has a recorded Hendon Mob earnings under $1,000. So they could hit that first early milestone in lifetime earnings today with this tournament alone. Look at this, already some action ensuing here. Trumps opens up ace-4 suited on the button. Going to run into easy bros, ace-king. Easy bro, the chip leader, and one of the more experienced players at the table. Still a fairly humble Hendon Mob, but has about 11,000 in recorded wins. A few cashes here at the APT as well. There comes the 3-bet.
Oh, wow. He's peeled.
Wow, yeah, large 3-bet too on top of that.
Don't know about this one.
Yeah.
9 big blind peel. That's aggressive. Flop doesn't help. Jack 7 is fairly comfortable for the ace-king. If you were ahead pre-flop, chances are you're still ahead. But the fact that Trumps has called, a lot of the middle pocket pairs could be in his range as well, that he did not want to 4-bet, get it in.
Sure.
It's hand number 2 after all. Not even a backdoor for Trumps. I think you can just let this one go. There's just no way to know if Easy Bro is being out of line. It is hand number 2. He is the chip leader. But people do get real hands as well, so the rich get richer. 3 million crossed for the chip leader.
Yeah, a lot of that value from that oversized 3-bet as well. Look at that, almost 100 big blinds, nearly 10x our short stack. People in chat wondering what the payouts are. Well, on top of flights, accommodations, and at least a $450 side event ticket, we got a $400 min cash, and that goes all the way up to $1,000 for first. And of course, that $450 side event ticket is upgraded to a main event ticket should you take this down. I saw Milky there.
So 2 hands.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 hands, 2 premiums. I was kind of getting used to it, you know?
Right? Well, this hand's not over yet. I know we've gotten through 4 out of the 6, but... Uh-oh. Okay. Might be SOL on this one.
Might be a walk. Pop quiz Kyle. 9-5 off is called
Is that Dead Man's Hand?
Close.
Oh, Dolly Parton,
well,
isn't it?
Not close. Yeah.
What do you mean,
that's right.
Dolly Parton? Yeah. I always forget. I never remembered Dead Man's Hand, but I see how that. I see close is a funny comment.
She's knocked a few men dead in her time.
There you
metaphorically.
go. Yeah.
Dead Man's Hand is Ace 8.
Ace
Ace
8,
is up
yeah.
in particular with Ace 8. It's called Dead Man's
I
Hand.
always remember the story behind it. I never, for some reason, that one hand does never stick with me. I've had it, you know. People have told me that, you know, maybe 20 times now over. Does not. I'll remember the Robbie before I remember Dead Man's Hand.
Yeah, I mean, if we had the story on video, like we did for the Robbie,
Yeah, right?
we might remember it.
Do you recall what the Robbie is?
Jack 4, but I don't know the suits.
Oh, I think Jack 4 off is fine. I don't think you need to know the suits on that one.
You know, 50 years from now, 2 commentators will be discussing the Robbie like we were discussing Dead Man's Hand. And it'll just be a thing. It'll be a known hand which has a name with a story behind it. It won't be the controversy the way we think about it today. And for those of you in chat who don't know what we're talking about, let us know if you're not familiar with the Robbie. Because then we have a great recommendation for a poker saga.
I don't know. I mean, it's tough, though, because that one's more recent, so it's tough to know if it'll stand the test of time.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, you think
might.
so? You think it's good enough?
It's quite a story.
It is quite a story. All right, Trumps. Ooh, look at that. You got one hand with no premiums loaded up for the next one. Trumps opens ace-jack off in the hijack. And the PocketKyles for Easy Bro 88. And, you know, he's already the chip leader. He's probably already starting to be perceived as aggressive. But he's just running into premiums and getting to 3-bet religiously here. I wonder if Trumps is going to be a bit suspicious and wants to either look him up somehow, but...
I mean, you looked him up with the ace-4. Has a much stronger hand now and a much shorter stack.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good candidate for a 4-bet jam, I have to say.
Yeah.
Considering it's the chip leader, pardon me, and the dynamic we just saw.
Yeah. But I wonder how much that chip leader dynamic comes into play here. And if everyone's, considering the dynamics of the table, it's kind of like you said, it is a bit of a winner-take-all situation, so there's not really a chip leader bully type of situation once that comes into play. But once again, Trumps makes the call. Go to the flop, 5, 7, 8. Rainbow does not help Trumps once again. Trump's perhaps the most experienced player at the table. 88,000 in lifetime earnings, including a win at APT Fukuoka. Took down the mini main for 23 grand.
Oh my word. He's calling again.
Oh boy.
Get to 2 outs.
Less than 1 SPR here on the turn. Shouldn't help anything.
Yeah, it's 4 to a straight, but a 6 really shouldn't feature
Yeah.
in either player's ranges. If anything, Easy Bro is more likely to have a 6, considering he has all the chips in the world. Pocket 6 is perhaps possible, but it shouldn't really make a difference. There we go. There's the jam for value. And now what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, you have ace high here. You're cornered. Nothing you can do in that spot.
The rest of the table thinking, is this just going to be over in a couple of orbits? Easy Bro's just vacuuming up chips. They don't know that he's had hands. MKPD can give some contest down the road, but the shorter stacks, 4 of them below 16 bigs. So 4 hands in, Trumps came in with 1.1 million or so. Played 2 hands, is down to about 45% of what he started with. Absolutely brutal, but I do think he's calling off 3 bets a bit too wide.
Right, right. But he might have a reason for it. I mean, he's the man with the most experience, it would seem, on this table. Perhaps he has, maybe a bit of a read on Easy Bro that he's a little bit overly aggressive, and, even overly aggressive players get cards sometimes. So maybe that those calls are already an adjustment to previous play, and he just happens to be running into it now.
Yeah, for sure. They would have played with each other, at least with 50% likelihood, considering they would have had the final 2 tables. Not to mention, they had tons of time to look each other up online.
Yeah, and I mean, even calling that flop there with just ace-jack high, it tells me that he thinks that his opponent is maybe 3-betting wide, maybe c-betting too liberally as well. He thinks that there's a good amount of the time where ace-jack probably has showdown, unless, double-barreled against.
Another pickup, 3 out of 5 for
Wow.
Easy Bro. It really is Easy Bro.
All right, living up to his name. We had a couple fun names earlier in the stream, or in the earlier Taiwan exclusive. One of my favorite names was A Small Bean, was their username. So it just flows so nicely. Be like, oh, they got a small bean to fold. They eliminated a small bean. It was very fun, but unfortunately they were the first one out, so we didn't get as much fun as I'd hoped for with that username. And then there was a guy whose name was, it was spelled incorrectly, but his name was Fold Turn.
Okay.
And his first post-flop hand, he had the perfect opportunity to make a great fold on the turn, and instead he called and lost extra chips and folded on the river. And it was just so disappointing. I really wanted it to live up to his username, but he didn't fold one turn, and he also busted fairly early as well. But now, Easy Bro. Now we're on this table, and Easy Bro might be the first one today to live up to their username.
I mean, that's what the rest of the table is probably trying to tell him.
Right?
You know, stop raising. Easy. Easy. Easy on me.
Easy. Oh, Vidur, I missed your puns. It's good to have you back. Milky playing quite conservatively. Taking her time. Just jammed those queens on the first hand. Made a couple decent folds in this first orbit. A couple hands that, you know, she could have got involved with, but were totally reasonable to fold as well.
Yeah, and that's a tough feel by Trumps on the big. 9 deuce, unplayable. So he's down to 14. He's quickly descended the chip count. Does make people frisky, you know, to lose so much in the first orbit.
Yeah.
May have some friends and family watching proudly. Doesn't want to disappoint them.
Ah, you've already made it to the feature table. Just take it in at that point. Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely the right approach. And if he's going for it with that winner-take-all mentality, I can actually appreciate the strategy as well.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Kiwi saying that Jack 4 will always be the flat tire. I don't know, Kiwi. I think you got to get with the times.
I get the jack part, as in a car jack. Jack 4? Did not know that's called a flat tire.
I feel like I'd heard that before. I didn't know it was specifically Jack 4, but I'd heard it.
Is it another pun? What do you need a jack for? A flat tire?
Apparently. All right, there we go. Milky getting involved. Easy Bro with the defend. I like it. Milky picks her spots. She is pretty short. That's the 10 bigs. Go to the flop. 8-5-3. Not a great board for her. Eyeing her chips like she wants to c-bet at this board. Perhaps just weighing her options. But no, she leans over, grabs some chips. It's gonna fire. An Easy Bro with not much but a back door here normally would favor his range a decent amount of the time, but she might just get away with one here. That's 1/3. Easy Bro with the experience. Questions it on this board, but nonetheless lays it down. And Milky, 2 for 2 on her selected hands. Not bad for someone with only $629 on their Hendon Mob. It all comes from one result. She played a No Limit Hold'em event at APT Taipei. Sorry, at the Championship Series in Taipei this past November. Looks like she just kind of got a min cash, 35th place, $629, her one result. But set to already make 2 today. And with the ticket she has locked up, either 450 or if she can keep on this trend, perhaps a main event ticket, could just continue to add to that list.
Well, she's definitely crossing $1,000. Always exciting, as you mentioned. Definitely the first milestone.
Yeah. Oh, I just hit the translate on the YouTube chat, and the first Thai comment says "Go Milk." Normally would be confusing, but I get it this time. I feel like that's a comment I'd see without someone named Milky on the table, anyways.
On the other end of the spectrum, as we're talking about prizes and buy-ins, the Superstar Challenge going exceedingly well. 43 entries there. I think about half the field remaining, at least in terms of entries.
Nice.
And of course, a lot of the players we saw at the super high roller are in there. Qua is in there.
Ooh, hold up.
Lausius,
Here we go.
Paulius.
Look at this. A flat from Easy Bro in the small blind with jacks and short stack. 777 PS with ace deuce. Does bite. Goes for the jam. I'm surprised it's not snapped off by Easy Bro just yet. Just one.
Yeah, this is just cooler.
First. Yeah. a little bit of a slow roll, not gonna lie.
Easy Bro running hot. Didn't manage the induction, but I suspect it would have happened anyway with the ace and the big blind.
Yes, definitely.
Could be down to 5 here.
Looks like they're just clarifying the chip counts here. And as they say, I believe if I'm getting this right, they are both Tainatak, all in.
Okay. Hats and shades on for good luck. Needs an ace.
I like it. It's like the reverse poker player. Normally they have them on until they're all in. And look at that. Oh. Hits the ace, but the set of jacks comes out. But there are 3 clubs, so it's suddenly... oh my god, the up and down of that. And the 9 of clubs on the turn. Now it needs to dodge boat outs.
And flush cards as well, because there would be a higher flush on the board.
Right.
It would be a chop.
Could be chopped. But after that roller coaster, 777 P at 777 does get the double up. Lucky glasses indeed. Oh my goodness. Ace in the window, jack on the flop, flush on the turn, and dodges the chop outs and the boat resuck outs on the river. Doesn't get much more entertaining than that for a run out.
All right, that'll get the blood pumping.
Right?
Still 6-handed.
Yeah.
Interesting to see the induction there with the pocket jacks. You know, as a chip leader, you do tend to open small in that spot because that's what you want to be doing with almost your entire range because you can steal so often. So, you know, these players are coming in with a tricky mindset, I can tell.
Definitely, definitely. I would have to agree with you. And look at that, blind's already up, 20K, 40K, only 20-minute levels here. I mean, I say only, but some of the tournaments I play, this is 4 times as long blind levels than I'm used to.
Yeah, speaking of super hyper turbos, Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
what's next on the Kyle calendar?
Well, you know, sometimes I try to take it easy. I try not to get too carried away with my poker schedule here. I do have a job to do. And I should be sleeping in between that job as well. But, you know, I'm a little tempted. There is a super hold'em one today, another hyper turbo cheap one at night. It's possible. I could do it. And if I do have the evening off tomorrow, which I believe I do, I just might take a stab at an actually proper structured hold'em event. But
Okay.
before I go
Which
more
one
on
are we
that,
eyeing?
well, I'll hold you in suspense while we jump into this hand here. Ace 4 for Easy Bro versus a solid King 10 from MKPD, but outflopped by Easy Bro's top pair. Yeah, C-bet will just take it down. But yeah, the one I was eyeing, gonna have to double check it here. But it was I think it actually had, what were the blinds levels?
There's a hold'em double board bomb pot. Not to tempt you too much.
Tonight?
No, there's a super
tomorrow?
hyper turbo tomorrow.
Oh, God. Actually, you know what? I did see that one. I was tempted. I was
Only
tempted.
$241 USD.
Not bad. Not
All the
bad.
fun in the world.
Right? But yeah, no, if I have the time, I haven't actually played I've never played a solid tournament at APT before. And I might just have an opportunity tomorrow to play just like a Hold'em single re-entry. It's a bit pricier. It's $690 US entry, but the blind
Yeah, I
levels
think that's a great one.
Yeah, 20
Single re-entry is
minutes.
fantastic. It's like somewhere between a freeze out and a normal re-entry tournament. So
Yeah.
the play is pretty good. And the structure is fantastic as well.
I think it might be fun.
And
to
also
just-
the late reg.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not too long, the late reg. It's just till 8:35.
Yeah.
So about 4 hours of late reg. I think it'll be an excellent event.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm tempted. Oh, there we go. Tainatak from Trumps. Ace 8 in the middle. Not running into anything so far. It's a little over 10 bigs. Ace 9 in the small blind for MKPD, but given the hijack jam, might be a little bit too light to be calling it off here. You got your big blind behind you too. Does get a count though.
It's borderline. Ace 10 is certainly tempting.
Mm-hmm.
This could be right on the edge.
Yeah, I don't hate the fold. And 7 deuce behind. For Wonder A, haven't seen much from Wonder A. I think she's been pretty card dead since we started. I mean, we're only 10 hands in, but still looking. But yeah, I think normally I would just play the silly gambly games at night, but given the fact that I won a little bit in a tournament on day 1, I'm a little bit more incentivized to, redistribute the funds back into the player pool here at APT.
It's only right.
Right? It's a generosity of mine, I would say.
Question in the chat for the classic daily free roll password. I think it's the
Yes.
same one across the whole day, Kyle. Would you remember the one you gave out?
Yeah, actually, nobody asked for it this morning, so I did not
Oh, okay.
give it out this morning.
Fewer
but-
people.
Yeah, but
I
let's
can take a look. It's apparently level up 5.
level up 5. There we go.
Type it out in chat for you. SW5312.
Oh, you got it? I was just about to type it out. There you go. Nice. Well done. Yeah, not bad. Daily free roll. Always exciting.
$150 apparently. And considering people didn't ask for the password in the previous stream, fewer people
Yeah.
to fight for it.
Just saying.
Have fun.
All right.
That's 8:30 p.m. Hong Kong time.
Nice. Well, we got the open from Easy Bro, who's been having an easy time so far. Opens Jack 10, but going to be the one running into the 3-bet this time from MKPD. Any idea what MKPD might mean for a type?
No idea, but it does remind me of MKBHD, the YouTuber, every time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Are you familiar with him?
No.
Marcus Brownlee, the biggest tech YouTuber, like any phone reviewer and anything like that, you'll always see him. I think he has like 20 million subs.
That's pretty cool. All right. Clearly a hot YouTuber.
MKPD, on the other hand, our contestant here, I do like that he took a stand in position ace queen. Decent 3-bet, of course, but you can't go too carried away with the rule of not battling with the biggest stack when you're the second biggest stack, especially in this winner-take-all like scenario.
Yeah, we did see the morning stream go fairly quickly despite having a fairly deep table, fairly deep average stack. They did not slow down. There was a lot of aggressive plays with the Taiwan exclusive this morning. And oh, tiny tuck from Milky. King 9 in the small blind. Going to get it through. Milky came in as the short stack, still sitting down there, but getting some steals. Working out in her favor.
Long way to go for any of the short stacks, though.
Yeah.
Big delta between second and third place there.
KPD with another pretty hand. Ace Jack suited. Still waiting for Wonder A to pick up something. Let's see if this is the hand. You know, you're getting to hand number 13. Oh, and there she is with the Robbie. Starting to feel, I feel like it's around this point where if you haven't really picked up a hand, you're starting to feel it. You're going, okay. I would love to play a hand on this feature table, just not picking up a single thing.
Yeah, but importantly, there's nothing you can do. Don't force it. Gotta just be patient. It's coming. Mathematically, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It feels like in the poker world, there's more and more study between the 5 and 10 big blind range now. Which makes people a lot more comfortable to get down to those numbers.
Yeah. So what do you find your strategy is between 5 and 10 big blinds, vaguely speaking?
The thing is, I grew up in that era of poker where you were just supposed to shove so wide as soon as you got below 10 bigs.
Right.
And, you know, early charts, you will have decent jamming ranges, let's say hijack onwards. But even I'm trying to develop a lot more comfort of getting down to 5 bigs, 6 bigs, 7 bigs, and then taking your spots. You still have a little bit of fold equity.
Yeah.
And it allows you, I mean, the difference between, let's say, something like 10 bigs and 5 is 2 full orbits worth of hands, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting another, let's just say, 12 to 18 hands to choose from. So I think it has a lot of merit.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you know what? That came into effect in when I tried to run it back in the super hyper turbo there. I ended up jamming. Now, to be fair, you have to consider future game and what I was playing as the blinds are going up every 2 hands. But I remember I think I had maybe 11 big blinds, and I ended up jamming, I think, King 5 in the cutoff. And it was my losing hand. And I kind of thought to myself, I was like, I think I had, you know, I could have seen a few more hands here. Now, by the time the blinds got to me and the blinds went up, what, 2-3 times, I might now, you know, to fold around to that, I might have a stack of like 4 bigs or less at that point. But
yeah, we don't have solvers for super hyper turbos yet, Kyle.
yeah,
Most solvers assume you get at least a full orbit per level.
I'll get started on it. But look at this. Easy Bro versus 777 Pia. Both flop second pair. Also connecting with some backdoor straight outs. This could be a bit of action here. Blind versus blind. Only 12 bigs behind for 777. Even less now with the call. King of Hearts might slow things down on this turn.
A high card also makes a chop pretty likely if we reach showdown.
Yeah.
And with Easy Bro having a pair, maybe he's less likely to turn it into a bluff and try to take it down.
Just as you said, there's the check.
Half the deck to the rescue. But that's a 3. Kicker plays. That is tough.
Nice. Let's see what happens here. I mean, at least, you know, they've got third pair each.
Could be a spot to block bet. Yeah, I think he's gone. What is that? One big. Yeah, perfect block bet. Might get value. Oh, this is going to be a tough showdown. Basically pipped. When you're hot, including out kicking your opponent by just one off. Getting value with third pair on that board. So Pia, officially the new short stack, but essentially, look at this, Kyle. We have 4 short stacks tied. Ordinarily would be really tough to navigate in ICM, but as Kyle and I have been mentioning, with the over 1500 USD worth main event ticket up top, 400 USD or so guaranteed already, and 1000 USD to first place. The $600 in ladders across the 5 jumps is not as important as winning it all. And I think the players should be acting accordingly, not waiting for each other to bust. Yes, it sucks to be the first one out, but I think you have to take your spots, and this is a good example. Pocket threes and the hijack. I'm really not sure of the theory here. ICM would certainly dictate folding this, and she finds the fold anyway. But I think there is a world where you do try to pick up those 2.5 bigs, or maybe even get yourself into a flip situation. What do you think of the fold there, Kyle? I'm confused with pocket threes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, we know she's been on the more passive side, right? Like I think there were some spots where she could have opened a couple hands, decided against it. Nothing crazy, but it's kind of like bottom of range that you should be playing. She seems to be cutting out a little bit. And if the table's going to be getting a little bit out of line, I actually don't blame her for that, you know?
Oh yeah, totally. 9 suited is tricky as well. He can certainly afford the gamble. Has 2.4 million, 310 to call, 430 in the middle. Let's it go. Great result for Pia. It was basically a soft flip.
All right. Someone in the chat says Pia the Observer. What are you implying? They're not getting involved in the hands? I think they're doing just fine. Oh, look at that. The bottom 4 stacks now all sit almost equally at 10 bigs apiece. Both Easy Bro and MKPD kind of running away with the leads.
Dealer change, and shout out to both our dealers thus far. Fantastic outfits. Obviously honoring Thailand with the attire. Now, Kyle, last time around when I was in Jeju, I actually got access to the dealer food area, cafeteria,
Okay.
mess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so much credit to the dealers. They work so hard, all the production staff as well, and of course the floor staff. And you just see them sort of hanging out after after a tiring day.
Mm-hmm.
And they had, and I was so excited about this, a Korean lunch lady. And I kid you not, I tried to grab an extra slice of pizza, one more than I was supposed to. And she smacked me on the hand. I felt like I was in a movie.
Oh, I love it. It just smacks you, eh? Right in the head. That's so good. Yeah, message received quickly, efficiently. Language barrier avoided. Just saying.
That's right.
She knew how to communicate. Not her first rodeo. MKPD jamming into Wonder A's short stack. Wonder A with 7-6 suited. MKPD with a mystery hand at the moment. I'm sure it's at least one high card. Nope. I stand corrected, actually. Just 9-8. So like, if you do some quick maths, I believe Easy Bro and MKPD have 3/4 of the chips in play combined right now. Just 25% of the chips are distributed amongst the bottom 4 players at the moment. That's quite a discrepancy.
It's their tournament to lose. Yeah, I mean, certainly would be the odds-on favorite to be heads up, but a couple of double ups, one way or the other, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, pretty cool to see some further support for, I believe this would be Milky again. Came in chat, says, good luck, sis. You've got this.
Ah, nice.
And mentions Runchi, which I think would be... Yeah, that's right. Milky YRCD's name, Runchida.
Ah, there we go.
Pretty cool. Keep the support coming.
Yeah. Couple people typing pass ? Do they want the password that you just shared? Level up 5. Natural 8 password. Oh, another jam from MKPD. 2 short stacks to his left. This time with a much better hand than 9-8. King Jack easy jam. That's going to get through. Knowing Milky, she doesn't call that wide and Jack 8 suited. Well, are the blinds up this hand? Is it 25-50? So she is significantly shorter.
Yeah, had to post 100K.
Yeah.
That's rough.
She does let it go, though. And is going to take inventory after that fold. Yeah, that's
Hey,
rough.
Kim in chat, if you can hear us, tell us more about your friends, or, well, you did say sis, which I don't know if it's a term of endearment or if she is your sister, but let us know more about Milky's poker prowess if you can. And anybody else, friends and family watching, I know sometimes there's a language barrier, but do let us know anything you know about the people you're supporting, their history with poker. I do love how the APT Thailand events, the outfits are just always matched.
Right?
So cool.
I mean, they got one of the most vocal fan bases in the scene over here. I like that they kind of, they don't shy away from that. They really build the Thailand poker brand. Which is fun because it's like, yes, we've seen some people like Tainatalk come in and some other, brands that are specific to Thailand. But I think just like the country as a whole seems to be banded together in poker. And look at this. Wonder A finally with a hand. Ace Jack off. Takes her spot. Goes with it. And gets it through. It only took 18 hands for Wonder A to play. And there she is. Takes down the blinds in a dire time. Was getting very short there. Had about 6 bigs, picks up 2.5. It's nearly a 50% stack increase.
They do feel like an esports team, don't they? This table with their hoodies, Team Thailand on the sleeves.
Right? Yeah. That it does give that vibe.
What are they called? A clan? Am I remembering my high school gaming terms correctly?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think I was ever involved in too many clans myself, to be honest, but that sounds correct.
I think in your part of the world, saying that seems a bit more off anyway. A bit more risky.
I think we had it. I think we had clans. Not sure. Oh, Milky takes her spot with Queen 10. Gets it through once again. Sigh of relief. No elimination so far, with the blinds dwindling our short stacks tremendously. Somehow, everyone's still alive. There is, of course, pay jumps. It's not that big, but there is a $30 pay jump from 6th to 5th. And considering the buy-in was $35, it's a full buy-in. Might not seem like a lot of money,
true.
but it is a full buy-in.
What does $35 get you at Jeju Shinwa World in terms of a meal, Kyle?
Oh, well, I did just go to this. They have a lovely Italian place, actually, believe it or not, here in the resort. And I went there for a nice, I had a nice white ragu pasta. And that was, what was that? That was something like $20. So you could almost get 2 of them for that pay jump. You could treat someone out to dinner or give yourself a nice glass of wine and maybe a side. White ragu pasta, glass of wine and a side. Now, when you start thinking about it like that, all you have to do is avoid 1 elimination before you go out. You get that free
right.
fancy dinner. That sounds pretty nice to me.
You can fold your way to some ragu.
Oh, if only life were always that easy.
Wow, a walk for Pia. What a life. With 10 bigs.
You will take it.
I think Easy Bro has to jam there, by the way. Queen 6 off is just borderline good enough with the antes in play.
Yeah,
Plus,
definitely.
you have to think people are calling a bit tighter than usual.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to just call off the Queen 7 or whatever you're supposed to facing a 10 big blind jam.
Sure.
You know, first one out, you don't want to be that, and then obviously you have to feel like you can give yourself a better shot than eking out that smallest of equities.
Definitely, definitely.
Wandere continues to navigate perfectly, just going with the card she's been dealt. Ace King suited for Milky. Nothing fancy, gets it in.
The short stacks seem to just be getting it through. No runouts needed. Just picking up those incredibly valuable blinds at this stage. And they're about to become even more valuable in about 10 minutes when they go up again.
Trumps is the man in trouble. The button's right, so he's 2 hands away from posting about 40% of his stack blind.
Who will be the first to go? Gotta say, so far it's taken longer than I thought to get our first elimination. And with how short everybody's getting, they might just start rolling off very quickly. Either that or one of these short stacks is going to make a huge comeback and start eating away at the chip leaders. But there it is for Trumps. The time has come. Ace-4 suited in the hijack. There's the jam. Will we see some action? A7 hits the muck. Another A7. KPD getting the count again. It is very short. It's less than 6 bigs.
And don't forget, Kyle, MKPD was the one who folded the ace-9 earlier.
Yeah.
Was a bit tempted then as well.
Yeah, it was a
Has to
bit,
call it off this
bit
time.
more money. And yeah, this time goes for it. In theory, should be getting it in decently good, but both low cards, lots of chop outs, and we did see the other ace-7 folded, so it's basically as close as you can get to an even flip. Trumps also has the suited spades. Let's see if Trumps can hold on. The one with the most experience at the table is at risk. King 6. Paired board. It's looking good for chop outs. 6, not necessarily helpful just yet. 10 is a good card. Now there are 26 outs for Trumps. Most of which will be chops, and a 10 is one of them. Split pot. Chop it up.
Trumps actually gains a full big.
Right?
He'll take it.
Bottom 4 still ranging from 6.6 to 11 big blinds. Very short. Have someone in chat cheering for Wonder A, saying they're going to be the champion. Their name translated to English is The Man Selling Land by Singhal.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe they're a realtor.
Personal branding.
Right? Easy, bro. With A7. Going to throw in chips. More than a min raise. Looks like 120, or 110, I should say.
Wonder is double checking if the card distribution can indeed be this brutal.
Right?
Nothing you can do, ma'am. On to the next one. And I think the same will apply to the 9-3 suited.
It is suited though, Vidur. She might be tempted.
Can peel, but not with her short stack.
Yeah, no. It wouldn't be ideal, but I was curious. I was curious what her play was going to be in that spot.
Yeah, if you have like 30 bigs, any suited combo is usually good enough with
Yeah.
big blind discount.
Yeah, well, you just have so many people at this table with under $1,000 in Hendon Mob, you know, very few results. You know, you start to wonder like what their skill level might be and what their style of play is going to be on these tables. And so far, it seems pretty solid. You know, maybe a few spots on the tighter side from a couple players, but you know, we did see a couple of those looser 3-bet calls earlier on from Trumps, but other than that, nothing really, nothing super splashy.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, these are the final 6 out of 700 entries, so no surprise, I suppose.
That's true. It is a much
Thailand-
bigger field. Yeah.
Yeah, Thailand has a great crop of poker players. I think the average skill level there would be on the higher side amongst countries in Asia. As far as the APT goes, by the way, I love how many actors and just creators, legitimately mainstream famous people, have been taking up the sport in Thailand.
Yeah. What do you think? Wonder A throws in a call here? Not even. No, she gets rid of it. Easy Bro continues on the easy journey to taking all the chips on this table.
Yeah, this is just coasting. He should change his name to Too Easy, Bro.
Too easy. Oh, that's getting cocky now, I think. Trump's under 5 big blinds now. Blinds are also going up in just 3.5 minutes. That's probably only enough time for one hand.
I love how you have a pretty good sense of how long a hand takes now that you've been playing the super hyper tournaments.
Yep. I think generally speaking, you can squeeze in 2 hands in 5 minutes. I think 2.5 minutes is a decent average for, you know, the high quality dealers we have here, given that the play will be fairly reasonable and fast.
But I do remember from playing those that the time banking starts getting in the way of that.
Yeah, I don't see too much of it, to be honest, until like the bubble is approaching. MKPD with pocket 4 is going to run into Trump's ace jack. Easy jam. Easy fold for Easy Bro. And MKPD with no choice but to call. So we will see another run out and a possible elimination once again. Can the short stack stay alive? Classic flip. There you go. A bit of banter at the table too. That was that Pia? Smiles from Trumps. All right, we go to the flop. Get Trump's hit. Oh, 4 in the window. Oh, no. Trump's drawing nearly dead. Going to need runner straight, I believe. Only solace. Ace will not do any help, and that is the checkmark for MKPD. Trumps has been eliminated. Our first elimination from the APT Thailand exclusive. Trumps walks away with the travel credits, of course. The $450 side event. And a $400 min cash at this final feature table.
And the smile. Respect.
It's just the beginning of his series. He knows it too.
Yeah, so true. He's been putting in the grind at the APTs.
Yeah.
Saw his team's event result. Did see him win the mini main a year ago in Fukuoka. Great performance in Jeju at the end of last year as well. So one elimination and the chips go the way of one of the bigger stacks. Still have 3 tiny stacks in the mix. And I think we, by the way, Kyle, we just sneaked in a hand at 25.50. Credit to the dealer.
Yeah, no kidding. That's some fast stuff. Oh, look at that. Is that why she's called Wonder A?
That's amazing.
At least
has been so patient.
Oh, she's really tanking here though with 6 bigs. That was actually
Nothing
probably
fancy,
just enough tanking. I liked it. It was about to get too long for me, and then right when she put it in, I went, you know what? That was a good amount of time. It's a good amount of time.
Absolutely no misstep from her thus far. Has played 2 hands, 26 hands in. Ace Jack and now aces. Doesn't get fancy, puts in the 6 bigs. Man, I have to say, she kind of got unlucky that the blinds haven't gone up, because the big blind would be priced in.
Right?
Now I don't know. Or at least she would have picked up a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, even
blinds.
just the value of the blinds going up, but I mean, you still can't complain. You had 6 bigs, you picked up 2.5. It's a huge increase, no matter how you slice it.
Pretty good. Plus, the endorphins of looking down at aces at the feature table. Priceless.
Well, and just, maybe a little bit of poker god karma for how card dead she's been on this feature table. I mean, I'm sure
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't want to introduce the concept of poker god karma because you and I know there is no such thing.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say that about the poker gods, Vidur. They don't take lightly to you not believing in them. See what I'm talking about?
Oh my word.
The
karma
fish hooks
is real.
for Wonder A. Oh, and a quick jam this time.
Weaker holding, bigger jam, earlier position. Shouldn't make a difference to the 10-3, but a nice smile as she lets it go. Seems to know something's up. 9-6, irrelevant as well. MKPD not quite priced in.
Ooh, that that almost very confident, excited push-up of her chips when the dealer needed to count it there. Maybe I'm over-reading into it, but she seemed to very comfortably slide forward, push her chips in. But there you go. She had it both ways. Was able to steal the blinds at the next level as well, and that's massive.
Yeah, I mean, she's third in chips.
Right? Just 2 hands ago, she was sitting on 300K. She's nearly doubled her stack with just 2 blind steals.
Milky first to act. Oh, that's a rough pickup. 6-3-0 with just 7 bigs.
Yeah, she's been patient. Easy, bro. with another hand, ace jack. Don't forget, everyone did level up a free, fancy, all-inclusive white ragu dinner. That includes wine and a side. Oh, under A. The very defendable king jack. There it is, and Wonder A is going to get her chance at some post flop. Things have turned around. And look at that, dominated pre-flop. And what is it called? Vidur?
Poker Gods Karma?
Oh, I was going to say domination rotation.
Also that, but this is just incredible. I mean, I was going to say credit to her for not jamming it. She would have been in absolutely rough shape. As it turns out, very likely, depending on the turn and river, of course, that she would have doubled up. Now, with top pair, essentially top kicker, gets to jam it in, and Easy Bro is not exactly priced in. You're hating life in this spot. Seems like so much equity to give up. But considering the way Wonder A has played, and I'm sure the players noticed how tight she was, at least until hand 25.
Yeah.
I don't think he thinks he's going to be ahead too often. I mean, Jack 10 is about the only hand he beats that might check raise jam.
Yeah. I think I would have also liked to see maybe just a call on this flop. Let your opponent barrel into you again. Most turns should be safe. You might just fold out some better hands. But oh, it looks like I stand corrected. He grabs chips and little hesitation, but makes the call. Wonder A now could be reaching over $1 million if she can avoid an ace or a 10 on this run out. Love for Wonder A in the chat as well. Seems to be a fan favorite at the moment. Turn is safe. Just needs to dodge an ace or a 10, and she'll take a chunk out of the chip leader and add it to her stack. Can she hold? Lucky 7 on the river. Wonder A up to 1.1 million in chips. She might have a mask on, but I think I saw a bit of a smile there.
What a spin.
Look
Three
at
hands
that.
in a row.
She had 300,000. Has nearly quadrupled her stack in 3 hands. Look at this comeback. Still some work to do to gain on Easy Bro and MKPD, but it was enough to level out Easy Bro and MKPD. Easy Bro no longer with the chip lead. And just like that, the patience from Wonder A has paid off. The poker gods deem karma received. You know, Vidur, you'd like to talk about how there's, you know, the poker gods don't believe in karma, but as it seems in the last half a year or so, they seem to be helping me on a bit of an upswing. So I wanna believe in them as much as I can for the moment.
All right. Yeah, of course. I would never get in the way of a good offering.
Give them
The
credit.
boots to the poker gods.
Right?
They are the light by which we make our poker decisions. All right, then. Going for a 4-hander here. She's won 3 in a row. Getting busy from the small with Jack 5. Shortest stack is in the big blind, and I think this is going to be a pickup. 4 in a row. Very impressive indeed.
Wow. On a heater that cannot be stopped. More than quadrupled her stack over the last 4 hands. She was right there with Milky and 777. Look how much of a difference they have in stack size now. One of the comments in chat says, it is translated, but it says, Thai people, the commentator is probably Thai. I don't think either of us are Thai. Any of that in you, Vidur?
I mean, I'll take it.
Right.
I love the country. I love the people. Thank you so much.
Never been myself.
Or
I'd love to go.
Kapanka, I should say.
Oh, Kapanka. That's how you say thank you?
I believe so.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hopefully. We both just said it, so.
So you haven't been to Thailand, I'm gathering?
I have not, no.
It's such a hospitable country that if you go there, you'll hear it like 100 times a day. So pretty sure that's how you say it.
Kapanka.
Yeah, there is some element of male and female there. Pretty sure Kapanka is the male version.
And Milky jamming.
Nice spot picking by Milky.
Yeah.
She'd been patient as well, mind you, and had to make a lot of tough laydowns. Now actually has fold equity with the 5 bigs. Easy bro did just take a dent. Can't call with the Jack 3. And now officially, second place in chips for the first time at this table.
And that's something we were talking about, right? That fold equity, even at the 5 big blind mark?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
seemed great.
Most people at the most have committed 1 big, and 4 bigs is a lot to lose, you know?
Yeah. You know, and I haven't really, I think I've noticed that some of my jams between, you know, let's say 5 to 15 bigs, you know, in the traditional way I had studied, they seem to have made sense. But I couldn't help but feel like, especially when the field was softer, that like, did I really have to jam here and run out the equities for my tournament life when there's so many other opportunities where I could pick up some fold equity for 100% equity instead of just running it, you know?
Yeah, there's so many variables in every tournament, which is the beauty of it. But yeah, you also need to think about, you know, how comfortable you are once you get to the double up stack.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you jam 9 bigs, you get the double up. Are you really confident with your 18 big blind play? And maybe there's some added value there. You know, you might take a look at other stacks in the tournament as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Tournament poker continues to be just this never-ending hole of variables.
Oh, we have some clarification in the chat. Ka is female version, Krub is for male.
Oh, pardon me, I got it wrong. But let me just get back to the education on the Thai language. As we do see the 3-bet jam from Milky on Wonder A's Open. And Wonder A, of course, had been on that heater you mentioned, Kyle. Had played 4 out of the last 5 hands. Milky takes the spot. And now I guess we really get to test my theory. How much fold equity does she have? Against the ace-9 shouldn't be too much.
Yeah, that's tough. I actually, you know, I looked down for a second at the comments thinking that Milky was going to fold the king-10. Really being careful with her spots, you know, folding some of those closer spots. I thought this was one of them that, you know, she would think about for a second, but given the open, was just going to lay it down. But staying corrected. King-10 in the middle.
I like it. Very game flow decision, considering how active Wonder A has been. The VPIP been so high. Players can't know she's had it almost every time. She's going to call it off, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit too small for fold equity, I think. 6 bigs into a 2 big open, you know. Kind of just going to have.
Yeah, 7 bigs. I will say, not to be pedantic, but could have made the difference. But I think ace-9 too strong. But I like the spot picking. And look at this. It's a soft flip. She could come back into the game with this one.
Yeah.
At risk for now.
I almost think like you could have tried to stop and go here. Might have been a little bit more effective if you were going to go for it. Get that fold equity once 3 cards come down. You have position
great
as well.
point.
Yeah.
You catch a pair, you're likely top pair.
Yeah. But nonetheless, we'll run it out. Here comes the flop for Milky's life. 7 in the window. Queen, Jack to follow. It's about as good as it gets without hitting one of your cards. Open ender, backdoor flush. King and 10 still live. And the 9 gives Milky the check mark. Straight on the turn. As she puts her arms in the air in celebration. Double checks the river. Make sure she's not celebrating too early. Didn't misread anything, but she was correct. And now Milky doubling up to nearly $1 million. Caught up and slightly passing Wonder A.
Well played by both. Cards did sort of play themselves once we were all in, of course, but the spot picking, the calling off, all done well.
Yeah, both these
stacks battling Agama.
Yeah, both these players have about $600 on their Hendon mob. Very fun to see them battle it out. Now look at that, both playable stacks suddenly. 17 bigs, 14 bigs. Catching up, 777. Now on the chopping block there.
Yeah, 777 missed out on that tiny pay jump. Now we'll have to get it in, almost blind.
Yep. I mean, they were all short trip. Technically, they all got that pay jump from Trumps already, so. Do you really need 2 white ragu meals? Couldn't hurt, I guess. Could bring a date now if you win the second one.
Can we continue this all the way till first place for the main event and calculate our prize pool in ragu meal?
Oh my god, I would love to do that. I'm going to get very hungry, but I would love to do that. We might need to set an official price on the ragu meal.
100,000 pastas.
Let me double check here. Yeah, it's $18 USD. You know, you throw in a wine, you throw in a side. Yeah, I think 30 makes sense. After you throw in wine and the side.
Watch this, by the way. Pia does the old leave one chip behind and then stares down MKPD as he waits for the decision. MKPD priced in, and this is super favorable. You know, if you're on the feature table, you have 7 cameras pointed at the table. Why not act out all your poker fantasies, you know?
Right?
The old Ivy stare down, the one chip behind, do it all. I'm behind this.
I love it.
Isn't he the one who put on the shades last time? Come on, you can't undo your good luck.
Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is.
There we go. I called it.
He knows the rules. Worked last time.
Well, he needed a lot of help last time against the Jacks. With
Is that
the
some kind of
ace
compact
deuce.
hung tie there? Looked like he just
Yeah, I believe
whipped out a little like pen of it. It was pretty cool. All right, here we go. Deuce 3-8. So far, so good. Just needs to dodge a 4. One was already folded. There are some runner straights, but no longer. 777 Pia can dodge 2 outs on the river. He will double up once again, and he does. The short stacks will not go without a fight. The glasses work once again.
This is the funniest thing, though. He puts on the glasses only when he's all in.
It's
It's
beautiful.
like Greg goes all in glasses, except they're just regular poker glasses.
Right?
Doesn't feel the need to wear them in a hand, hide tells, anything like that. Just when he's all in. So Kyle, apparently flight B of the main is now in the books. 117 entries. 119 making it to day 2.
Oh, wow.
Just a reminder for those listening, day 2 is 2 days from now. We will have coverage starting, I believe, noon at local time. And we will go through feature tables as we usually do, mind you. Registration open till the start of day 2 as well.
Looks like there's the all in from 777 Pia. Jack 8 off on the button. Gets through 1. Looks like it gets through 2. And he will take it. No glasses needed.
Pretty wild. We don't even have a stack below 10 bigs anymore.
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. These short stacks have rallied back into this game. Remember, the top 2 stacks when 6 players were here had 75% of the chips in play. Still got quite a bit, but it looks like they've been dwindled down to about 2/3. Maybe a little bit more, but still tremendous amount of the chips in play. But they're chipping away at it. It's starting to turn around. It's a final table revolution, Vidur.
Okay. I can get behind some new terms. Let's coin some terms at APT Jeju Classic, I think. It's about time we did something new for the poker world in the booth.
Well, if all the power resides within 1 or 2 people on a table, and instead of the others continuing to suffer, they start to steal some of that power back, just saying. Sounds like a revolution
I
to
like
me.
it. I like it.
Ah, but then
Very
the
with
rich
the
fight
times.
back. Here come the rich. Here we go. Jamming into the short stacks. 12 bigs for Milky with a very pretty Queen Jack suited. She makes the call once again. Tournament life at risk, but 46% chance to win a 2 million chip pot. And she will have officially dethroned one of the big stacks and taken the title for herself. Can she do it? Here we go to the flop. Jack 8-6, top pair for Milky. Backdoor hearts, backdoor straight also in play. Just needs to dodge an ace at the moment. 10 on the turn, relatively safe. Needs to dodge the 7 and the queen, and she does it. Trips and a stoic smile as Milky has come from the shortest stack at the table to 2 million in chips.
The last 8 hands, which is when Wonder Egg got the aces, have been, an absolute revolution. You said an uprising.
I think that's the only way to describe it. This has been a phenomenal comeback for the short stacks. After Trump's busted, every single one of them have come back.
Whoa. Too political now.
Oh, man. The irony. I didn't even see it. That's wild.
Well, Milky's certainly getting used to winning all ins. The King 10 first, now the Queen Jack suited was at risk both times, but now comfortable second place in chips. We haven't seen her navigate a hefty stack yet. Very curious to see the game plan she's come in with. Clearly willing to gamble. The Queen Jack suited call tells me that.
Yeah.
A few more updates that I'm finding interesting. Kyle, from the other events we have going on. The Superstar Challenge, I should say, closed. Reg with 48 entries, 27 players still remaining, over 300k US for the first place prize. They're pretty impressive. All thanks to the players, of course, for signing up. 25,000 USD is the buy-in we have for the Superstar. Was mentioning some notable names earlier in terms of players we are familiar with from just this series alone. Calvin Lee still in there. Go Liang Wei, who we did have on the final table of the SHR as well. John Juanda was on the final table also. Joseph Chong, never a Superstar Challenge without Joseph Chong in the mix.
Of course.
Juno Barra, the happiest player at the APT.
Definitely.
Lester Edok, the Filipino legend. Of course, we do have Kwa, who is the Vietnamese gentleman. Did make it super deep into the FT for the super high roller. Martin Sedlak, familiar face at the APT. And, of course, Punat Punsri in the mix as well. Also, Paulius and Kwong, both final tablists at the super high roller. Well, what do you know, Kyle? It's a skill game.
What do you know? Wow, and what a list you just listed off there. Massive names.
Pretty upset we're not streaming that one. Would have been fun. What a flop here for Milky. I mean, there is a world where we have a new chip leader after this hand because Easy Bro does have a pair of sevens. Certainly cannot fold this street. Does have the backdoor hard draw as well. Overcard to the 7 should help Easy Bro a little bit. Another confident bet. The entire table hasn't seen Milky with a big stack. There's no way to know whether she has to have an ace in this spot, but certainly does seem pretty strong to bet 2 streets on this board after getting check call on the flop.
Yeah,
she's out of position.
She's been basically all in her fold all tournament, and suddenly now getting right into it post flop, and you can see some unease from Easy Bro. A little bit of nervousness as he grabs the chip, checks the clock. Hand was shaking a little bit. Body posture seemed really unsure on what to do in this spot, and ends up making an uncomfortable call, it would appear. And now he's almost playing the board. The 9 becomes the card active in this hand. Aces and 10s, 9 kicker. His only option would be to bluff if he thinks his opponent can get away with it, but the jam from Milky will lead to a quick fold. And as you said, Vidur, a new chip leader. Milky, 2.7 million. The short stack coming into the day, suddenly in charge of this tournament.
Insane.
Oh, you love to see it.
And PS sitting there thinking, it's my turn now. Everybody seems to have a go at getting more than 1 million chips.
Yeah, PS starting to fall behind the trends. MKPD has let this lead slip away. Now is Jack 10 suited under the gun. Is he going to fight back? Here he comes. Pocket eights for Wonder A. Oh, this is starting to get exciting. I mean, not that it hasn't been thrilling so far, but it's been a lot of short stacks, just stealing and then flipping, and suddenly now we've got stacks that could be playing here. Wonder A just lets go the eights like it's nothing.
That is way too tight.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
She had 8.5 bigs. Did say we hadn't seen a misstep from her. I think that does qualify.
MKPD gets away with it. Takes down the blinds. Uncontested by pocket eights. Milky with a 1 million chip lead on both Easy Bro and MKPD. Those two players once held 3/4 of the chips in play. What happened? What happened?
Like 2 orbits. That's it. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Carlin in chat also shocked from the pocket eights fold.
Let's see how aggro Milky wants to be. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
she's gonna show you. She's gonna show you. Opens Queen 9 in the cutoff. Let's go. Let's go. 160.
Milky is the table captain now.
Look at me, she says. I am the captain now.
Oof. 7 dues for MKPD. He's had a rough go of it. Approaching 3 million now.
Oh, she's going to open Queen 9 there. She just might have the gulls to run away with this one. Certainly putting on the pressure with these newfound chips. Perhaps people care about that pay jump too. Remember, 777 Pia sitting on just 4 big blinds. It is notable. Money is still money. It might not be a lot, but
I hear you.
You know-
I don't think it explains Wonder A's pocket eights fold. I think it's just broadly too much fear.
oh yeah.
And we saw her be super tight. I mean, she was playing premiums because that's all she was dealt. You know, ace jack, of course, early on, then aces, then jacks. I don't know that she valued the pocket eights correctly.
No, for sure. And I mean, the only reference I was making there with the table dynamics was maybe Milky deciding she wants to open wider, given that there's a very short stack about to bust.
Yeah, which is super smart.
Yeah. I mean, at least, you know, with the Queen 9 there, it's a hand that I'm sure she would have folded in a lot of other spots and decided to open it up, so. Well, there's Pia's hand. Good luck, sir. Taina tak for 777 Pia.
Adds 60% to his stack, uncontested.
Look at that. It even puts him ahead of Wonder A. Just a blind steal. These blinds are becoming very valuable. I can't believe we still have 5 players left. I feel like we could have been heads up by this point, you know? With the discrepancy we had earlier, the blinds going up the way they were, I'm surprised we only lost one.
One
Another
more.
ace. Yep.
One chip left behind. Stare down activated. Now these stare downs in poker, what do you do when you're facing a lady? Like in this case now. Only player left to act is Milky, and I noticed Pia had to stop staring. Wondray as well.
I mean, I don't discriminate. I'll stare down any opponent at my table if that's my plan.
You're willing to be called a creep, EV, and that's what I respect about you.
Oh my god. It's the game. I'm not at the other side of the room staring at somebody. To be fair, though, I'm actually not someone who stares at the table. It's not generally my play, especially if my action is made. I will stare to get a read if I have to make a decision and someone else has acted, but I actually prefer to look away if they're looking at me.
Yeah, like the other day I caught you getting a read off that waitress.
You're not even here. Shut up. Oh, Vidur. Love it. I hope you guys are entertained by this in the chat. We certainly try to bring in the entertainment, even though it's at my expense sometimes. Vidur's gotten too comfortable with me after our last series, apparently.
Yeah, you know, you break bread with someone, Kyle.
Yeah.
All those sandwiches we had together.
All those sandwiches. Oh, my God. Well, I've got to convince them to have you back in Taipei for the next series coming up.
We'll be having some Cubanos together for sure.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Milky with the premium. And she's grabbing what I thought were raising chips. Looks like it's just a call, and good timing for it. Easy bro wakes up with the ace-jack off.
Good time, good time. But look at all these stacks now. No one is just a automatic jam stack anymore.
With 20 bigs, though, it has to be tempting. Milky certainly can't have too strong a hand with just a flat call. It is from the small blind, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is going to squeeze. Those grays are 100k apiece.
Yep.
I like this. Very well done. And I think it should go through. I gotta say, Milky doesn't seem to hide her tells, but looks like she's folding and she knows it. She's not trying to hide how sad she is at letting a strong hand go.
Yep, yep. You know, it's interesting. That's a spot, too, in Easy Bro's shoes where I'd probably just elect to jam. But it's well noted that if you just pick a 3-bet size and you still get that fold equity most of the time anyways, that gives you a bit more playability in that spot.
Yeah, there's certainly a few competing schools of thought, but I think one way to think about it is if you don't think you can get called by worse,
Yeah.
just to say you're bluffing, essentially, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're denying a lot of equity as well, but if you don't think you can get called by worse, you can always just 3-bet instead of jamming.
Yeah. Kiwi special calling for more violence from Vidur on Kyle. Action in the chat. Milky with a much better spot with the same hand, ace-10.
Now, there's a comment in the chat that I'll read out. It says Milky Susu, which means very different things in different cultures. And I just looked it up. In Thailand, it means keep going, keep fighting, you can do it.
Oh,
Love
nice.
it. Words of encouragement.
Oh, that's funny. I had it. I had it auto translator, the auto translate on the comments, and it auto translated Susu to milk. So
That's right. I
just
do know it's
Milky.
milk in a lot of Asia, which is why I found it really funny because her name is of course Milky, and
but it means keep
in
going.
India it's sort of like a euphemism for a bodily function that you use with a child, you know, when you're just like teaching them stuff. So
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
funny cultural connotations for me as I read it.
Yes, Kiwi. Appreciate the love on all. Feel the love always.
Oh, absolutely, Kiwi.
Yeah.
Did see you in the stream. What time is it over there? Oh, there you go. You did right. It was 12:05 in the morning as you joined us for the stream.
Yeah, that was about an hour ago.
You are up late.
Yeah. Pocket fives for Wonder A. She will be taking the spot. 5 bigs. Was once the one that kind of started this quote-unquote revolution. Now finds herself short again. Jams it in. People getting a count on these 5 bigs, but so far should get through.
Ace-8 suited. Tempting, surely.
Ends up laying it
Let's
down.
it go. There's that fold equity, Kyle.
Wow. Folds the 8s earlier to
ace-8
the
suited to
open,
fold.
but yeah, folds the 8s earlier, but rips it in with 5s. Of course, much shorter stack and gets it through.
Every time you mention Revolution, the Beatles song goes through my head. Do you think you could sing it without us getting copyright struck?
I think so.
All right, next time we have a short stack Revolution, feel free to break into the song.
I'm not exactly sure on YouTube's copyright rules, but as a musician myself, generally speaking, you mostly copyright the recorded version of a song, not the song itself for reproduction. Because I can record a cover and you still owe royalties to the musician, but you still are kind of free to do so. So it's an interesting for the stream. Wouldn't be sure. Or I'll just sing it horribly enough that no one will ever know.
I don't think you would sing it horribly.
No? We'll
You
find
are
out.
a damn good singer, I'll give it that.
I don't know. There's no reverb or compression on this. Actually, there's probably a good amount of compression on this mic right now. But MKPD with the jam from the small blind, ace deuce into Wonder A's 5 big blind stack with king 7. I think she's got to call it off here, but we have seen her. She folded 8s to an open when she had like 8 bigs. So 5 bigs, 1 in the middle already. Throwing in a time bank here with king 7. Results-wise, it would be good for her if she found a fold here, but strategy-wise, Gotta be calling the king.
She seems to like being first to act,
Yeah.
and with action behind her, has been a bit more conservative. Does call it off.
There it is. Good call. Bad timing. Let's see. It's not over till it's over. Wonder A. Started this revolution. If she hits it here, I'll sing it for her. Ace, Jack 9 of diamonds on the flop. Not good for Wonder A. MKPD hits top pair. Wonder A needs runner, runner. And the 4 of spades is no good. MKPD takes out Wonder A. Could have been a wonderful comeback, but well fought, Wonder A. 5th place. Not leaving empty-handed. Received flights and accommodations to APT Jeju Classic. Gets a $450 side event ticket and 431 USD payout on this final table.
Big waves to the camera and the plenty of fans we had for her in the chat. Kiwi Special says great run. Have to agree. Showed us a lot of patience. Showed us the power of what Kyle called the poker god's karma. Did incite a lot of revolutions in her wake, actually.
Definitely.
There's our beautiful floor. You see many of the events going on. I did mention Flight 1B is over for the day, but
how many
tons of other
entries
events.
do you think will be in total for the main event? Look at that question there. Question 2 of the day. Celebrating APT 20 years. We have 20 questions, 2 every single day, 2 prizes every single day. All you have to do is predict and win. Closest prediction will win $200 in APT credits for every single question. So go to apt.poker and submit your guesses.
And I mean, two of the flights are done already, so you have a lot of edge on that question now.
Right? The questions are only every day, though, so you got to get that guess in today. But you do get a bit of help. I think question 1 today was how long will be the runtime on the Natural 8 Hong Kong live stream? That was a fun one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a fun one. Let's see.
And I said
Nine-handed.
I said I should put in a bet in there, and then if it's short, I'll just keep rambling on the outro. hit the number. Just rig it. I'm sure I'm disqualified.
You know what?
Betting in it.
You know what Trevor Noah did at the Grammys yesterday?
No, I didn't see that.
He just said the word potato for those who'd bet on Polymarket for him saying the word potato.
No.
And then says, congratulations, Noah_22.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like the whole world is side betting now. Used to be a poker player thing too.
Right? Milky continuing her reign. Top pair on this board. Gonna be tough to get value here, but can't hurt to take down the pot from the big blind nonetheless. 3 million in chips. It's gotta feel good. For Milky herself, getting close to half the chips in play. About 3.6 million, I think, would be close to half.
Pia has been hanging on, impressively so, but will be on the verge of three-handed the next spade jump. About 90 USD, 3,000 baht to be precise, and we start approaching the 20,000 baht mark there. Far from over, as we've been seeing with the short stacks, but certainly Milky is in control.
I mean, ooh, MKPD's turn with the aces. I was just about to say that Wonder A started the revolution, but Milky is the one leading the charge now. MKPD. Resisting change here with aces.
I'd call you out for stretching the analogy, but I'm having too much fun with it.
Right. You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world.
Very nice.
It was a very soft version. If I really wanted to do the Beatles justice, I'd scream it here, but it'd probably hurt your ears on the stream.
It was as pleasant as I knew it would be.
Right? Yeah, if I move the mic away from my face, then maybe you get a, ah, you say you want a revolution, well, you know. You get a little crazier with it, you know?
Love it. Can we make this more of a thing with you in the booths?
Oh, I would love, oh, I mean, you know, be careful. You give me too much free reign with singing, and this is where my music career picks up. Oh, look at that. The next series, we'll be getting our Cubanos. APT Taipei this April. Main event, 2.2 million USD guarantee. It's nearly half of the championship guarantee. That's a pretty big main event considering it's not our championship series.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fifth of the price for the entry, so the fact that you have half the price pool is so impressive. All thanks to the support we get in Taipei. 70 million Taiwanese dollars is about the 2.2 million USD. Not to mention almost 100 other events. It's just going to be fantastic. Same venue as the APT Championship in November, Red Space. Hundreds of poker tables.
Yeah, it's an absolutely astonishingly massive poker venue. I remember I used to think that playground poker was up there with Red Space, and then I did an inventory on tables that we fit in Red Space versus tables we fit at playground poker back in Montreal, Canada, and it's not even comparable. Even with the added tents and extra rooms they set up for some of their series, Red Space just knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, and you and I were talking about this in Taipei. It's what's around the venue that matters so much as well, right? I mean, Jeju is such a different offering. Jeju Shinhwa World is just this all-inclusive resort. I highly recommend anybody coming down to Jeju to play at the APT. You can bring your family, you can bring your spouse. There's tons to do. Taipei is just a very action-packed city, and Red Space is right in the middle of it. You walk around, there's steakhouses, there's always 7-Elevens, of course, it's Taipei. Tons of cocktail bars. Really love both experiences.
Yeah, and look at this, though. Pia calling off a third of his stack pre-flop here to see a flop with Jack-3 suited. Not even really enough for a stop and go, you know, on favorable flops. Getting virtually no fold equity. Fold might have been the better play there, but makes Milky a little bit richer there. Throws an extra big blind.
I'm not so sure, by the way, Kyle.
Yeah?
I mean, he committed 200K, yeah? And, I mean, if you hit a jack or a 3, I guess you go with it, which is going to happen 1/3 of the times.
Sure, sure.
Might have had too much in the pot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on, yeah, your definition of, I mean, that's true. You go with it, too, with I guess you just don't get any fold equity, but you do get to, I guess you get to see a flop and just see whether you want to keep 2 bigs behind or not. So it's a little bit...
You're getting a 100K
Yeah.
price to just try and hit, you know, even if it's just a jack.
Yeah,
It's pretty decent. Like I said, the new meta is to study these sub 10 big blind ranges, and I'm truly not sure what the result would be there.
That's true. And you know what, though? I guess it's just, you just can't call it a stop and go. I think people use that term a little too liberally. In my opinion, a stop and go is specifically the idea of, like, calling pre-flop, because if you were to rejam pre-flop, you won't get fold equity. They're just priced in. But you might get fold equity post-flop once 3 cards have come and they're unfavorable to your opponent. That's my understanding of a stop and go.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I think some people use it as just the term of calling pre-flop instead of jamming. And I think that's a little too liberal. I think that can mean a few different things. When you're short, of course. Pia's in. The limp from Easy Bro. Interesting choice here on the button. Easy Bro, once again, got to count before flicking in the call with jacks. Guess just always wants to be sure. Throws in the extra chip and still a flip. 777 Pia is ahead. Could chip up to 6 bigs if he can hold on this run out. All right, here comes the flop.
You sang the song already.
Oh, look at that. There's a 4. Even the 8 would be good here.
Double gut shot now. About a third of the deck is a win.
And there it is.
Ace is up.
777 Pia. You tell me that it's evolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. Every short stack gets 1 line to that song. The next line's pretty fun, so I hope someone gets it. But it's hard to say, because I mean,
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Milky's kind of like the leader of the revolution. I feel like it's not just the short stacks, no. It's Easy Bro and MKPD, you know, who had 3/4 of the chips in play. It's really just them versus the world, you know, kind of thing, or the world versus them, you know. Gotta watch the viewer counts when I sing, though. Do they go down? I can't say I'm necessarily giving my my A-grade performance in a commentator's booth, but I am a professional singer back home, so. Oh, look at that. Aces for MKPD once again.
Easy, bro. Having a tough run.
It started off so easy. What happened?
He's going to change his name to Never Easy, bro.
You said he should change it to Too Easy, bro.
For a while.
Yeah.
For a while it was looking like that.
Well, maybe with all that back and forth, maybe landing on Easy Bro is the most appropriate name. If he should have Too Easy and Never Easy as options.
Still 4-handed, and you can see the tournament clock behind. We're approaching the break. I think we'll get one last hand in because the clock hasn't ticked down to 0. So we will eat into the break a little bit, but pretty wild the way things have gone. Many revolutions, a new term Kyle has coined there. Short stacks, eating the rich. I think we're spotting the Superstar Challenge table there. Do you see Nevin Chung? Meanwhile, the APT Championship, do not forget, mark your calendars, that's the one to look out for. 5 million is the guarantee for a freeze out, mind you. A 10K freeze out. Last time around, we almost touched 6 million. 1.2 million up top in 2025. Wonder what it'll be this year.
Yeah, and don't forget, Tony Ren Lin, the winner of our super high roller last night, is the first person to claim a free ticket, 10K ticket buy-in to that championship main event this year. So Ren Lin will be in attendance.
Finally, a favorable situation for Easy Bro. I like the steal attempt with the King 7. Ordinarily, you see just a flat call with a hand that strong. However, she had a ton of chips, had a lot of fold equity. I really don't mind the raise to 2.5x. And I like the sizing too, because when you get played back at, you only lost 2.5 big blinds.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Oh, fun little play there. Milky, gonna let it go. But when you talk about destruction, Vidur, don't you know that you could count me out? All right, everybody, we're going to take a little break, 15 minutes, and then we'll come back with our top 4 in this APT Thailand exclusive. $460 locked up, 1K up top, that main event ticket, and the Baby Lion trophy. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see you all soon.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
Welcome back to the Asian Poker Tour.
APT 济州站经典赛2026今天正式开打，同时也是 APT 巡回赛20周年第一个巡回系列赛。
Happy 20th
Happy 20th anniversary！
สุขสันต์ครบรอบ 20 ปี APT
周年快乐！耶！
このシリーズには20年にわたりプレイヤーを引きつけてきたおなじみの人気イベントが全て揃っています。
The APT National Cup featuring a 200 million Korean won guarantee, the Mystery Bounty Hunter 400 million, the APT Super High Roller $500 million, and of course, the main event with a whopping 2.2 billion Korean won guarantee.
約100イベントに及ぶフルスケジュールと各補助額の詳細は www.apt.poker をチェック、もしくはこの APT アプリをダウンロードしてください。
我们将在所有的社交平台为大家带来本系列赛的每日精彩赛事报道，其中包含2月1号星期日起正式开播的赛事直播。记得追踪我们，掌握 APT 济州经典赛2026的所有精彩扑克瞬间。
虽然我可能得到 min cap， 但我也有可能得到最大奖金。现金3250万，我来了。Yeah, I think I will get at least top 3.
We're going to win this one. Okay, this is it. This is it.
有东西啦，有东西啦！
加油，加油！
5个零。
Yeah, it's nice to be able to like not run super deep in the tournament, but still pull a very big prize.
还有吗？17，170万！
再来个空
6个零，
再来个零。
是600万！
我操！想说应该不会是我吧，可是还是抽到了，也是很 lucky。
中了，
我中了。
The 200 million Korean won guarantee has already been smashed in event number 1. The APT Jeju Classic is off to a strong start. Let's see how the players are feeling in the National Cup. Andy, just curious, why did you choose the National Cup tournament to start your series here at APT?
Well, it's the first event. I always play the full series, so yeah, I play anything.
因为我比较喜欢，早点进场，可以多打番后，这样BT数比较多。
How is your tournament in the National Cup going so far?
It's already my second bullet, just a little bit below the average, but I think it's a good experience for me.
All right, we're here with previous champion at the APT. Renee, how is the first event of the series going for you so far?
Now really good. I have like 2.5x average, and I appreciate a little bit smaller blind levels because it's not that tough to think about hands if you're only 20 big blinds deep or something. So I think it's always the best tournament for me to get back into it.
Do you have any expectations as to how far you might run in this National Cup tournament?
The goal is always to win and get to the final table. So, yeah.
I'm gonna win something big, and then I'll come back to you for another interview.
That sounds perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. As you can see, the National Cup is well underway, and this is just the first event of 99 different tournaments featured here at the APT Jeju Classic. If you want to follow along, go to apt.poker to keep up with all the action. Kwang Junyu was falling behind in a heads-up battle when he found a spot to commit his stack and get a fold out of his opponent. This hand was pivotal in helping him secure the win.
因为我是中了2对，我是试探的去拿对手一些小2对的价值。
After 690 total entries, the APT National Cup has more than doubled its guarantee. 97 lucky players made their way into day 2 where they battled it out for a top prize of 93 million Korean won.
赢得这个冠军的话，其实是很幸运的吧。其实，在这之前，我并没有取得过太多的奖金和成绩。今天在 APT 的开幕赛里面赢了9700万韩元的奖金，然后也是对自己学习扑克的这一路以来的一个肯定，我还是挺开心的。 我觉得更多的是保持学习，然后保持一个良好的心态，然后保持耐心，等待机会，克制自己一些冲动的想法，或是一些不理性的一些决策，这很重要。因为 APT 是一个亚洲规模里面最正规、最大型的一个赛事，所以说来 APT 是在亚洲范围内最明智的选择。
Welcome back, everybody, to the Asian Poker Tour. 20 years APT, starting here in Jeju for the APT Jeju Classic 2026. My name is PocketKyles, and joined back in the booth by Vidur Singhal, and we are covering the APT Thailand exclusive. Vidur, how are you enjoying this Thailand exclusive so far?
Well, I think I speak for everyone in saying it's been action-packed. We've seen a lot of comeback stories, revolutions as you call them. That's always fun to see. Cannot help but root for the short stacks when they get in there. And we started out with a bunch of short stacks. Two of them made some serious waves, thinking of Wonder A and of course Milky, who is now atop the chip count. Table captain, dare I say. And we have the snapshot here, which does imply a bit of a winner-take-all scenario. We have about 1,000 USD as a first place prize, but it also comes with a main event ticket with about 500 USD locked up already for fourth place. So I think the next few levels will reveal all. We should be making our way to heads up for sure. And I think it's going to be a fun ride.
Yeah, and that's where the real action takes place, as you were saying. That big jump from second to first. You get the trophy, you get the main event ticket. Lots to play for once you get heads up. And we have some people asking in chat. Piano Wrecker wants to know, why is this a Thailand exclusive? What has this got to do with Thailand? Well, it's the Thailand exclusive because it's all players from Thailand. Every single one of them. And, you know, I mean, we love Thailand. It's not just about Thailand. We have other exclusive and specials as well. Earlier today, we had the Natural 8 Taiwan event, and that was all players from Taiwan. And then tomorrow, we're going to have a Natural 8 Hong Kong event, as well as a fun little Beat the Pros event happening later, sponsored by Natural 8 and GG. But yeah, for now, you know, it's a lot of these neighboring countries near the series with a lot of fans of it. And there's kind of just these little sponsored tournaments that help get a few players satelliting out to the venue, getting them some flights and accommodations paid for, getting them some tournament tickets, and getting them a little bit of time on the feature table. I think it's a really exciting thing here we do with our sponsors. It's very, very fun. So this one specifically, the Thailand exclusive.
Milky's back at it. New blind level 60, 120. Raise and a takedown.
There you go, Milky. Speaking of Milky, on my break, I went out into the floor here at Leza Casino at Sinhal World Resort and ran into APT host Elfin. She had some powdered like pouches of milk tea. That was pretty cool, and I decided to give it a shot. Threw some of it in a cup, found some hot water, and it's pretty tasty, not gonna lie.
All right.
Yeah.
I expect the milk tea in Korea to be pretty top-notch for sure.
Right? I mean, I know it's a powdered one, so probably not as authentic as, you know, a local person might make it, but still a Korean milk tea. Probably just more of a store-bought one.
I will say, though, if anybody listening wants the top-notch bubble tea in the world, the next stop, Taipei, is where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle and I have had our fair share. They apparently invented it, and they're quite good at making it.
Yeah, that's an understatement, to say the least. Well, easy, bro. Picking up the ace-queen. Could things start to get easy for him once again?
1.4 million is just over 10 bigs, so rips it in.
Remember, the blinds are up to 60K, 120K. Easy Bro is not as deep as 1.4 million sounds. And MKPD with a fairly strong King 10.
Not sure he has much to think about, though. Yeah, I mean, the jam is pretty big, over 10 bigs, and 10 off is never performing too well. But each of these pickups is just massive, 300K gained.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if the jam was 7 big blinds, he'd be calling there. But it's, almost 12 bigs, a little bit on the higher side. I like the subtle variety in Milky's facial expressions. They go from very smiley, bubbly to very like straight-faced and serious. And it's not.
Did have the break to consider her spot. Maybe, you know, really evaluating how she can go all the way now.
Yeah, it was really good timing for it. You get that spin up, and then you get a second to kind of pave your way to victory. Consult a couple friends, see what you should do. MKPD gonna throw 300K into the middle. If Milky
Good
wants
timing.
to get frisky, she could go for a bit of a bluff here. The bet will just work for MKPD. 2.4 million, catching up just a little bit.
Yeah, he's been rock solid.
Yeah.
Really been hovering around that second place in chips. Every so often you would find him as a chip leader a couple of orbits, but he's just been slow and steady. Pretty incredible that 777 Pia is still in the mix as well. It's been down to what, like 3 bigs?
Yeah, I think he's down at 2.5 at the moment. And not even in the blinds. Four-handed. Gets a free hand here. King deuce. Four-handed. 2.5 big blinds. Looks like a limp. Oh, not quite. Sorry, leaving behind one big blind. 1.5 bigs.
Yeah, he's actually opened.
Yeah.
That's not the minimum, though. He has to put in more chips. If you do the math on the chips, Kyle, he almost limped by mistake.
Yeah.
He would have put in less than 1.5 bigs, which is what he put in. It would actually be considered a call. Oh, he's getting ISO'd.
Oh.
He's colluded against. Oh, and ace-jack for Easy Bro. He might get ISO'd by Easy Bro in the form of a squeeze.
Yeah, I think Easy Bro almost has no choice here. When you just see Milky call.
The thing is, there's no ICM, really. The pay jumps are so small.
Right.
So eliminating a player is not as valuable as picking up the dead money. I think that's a mistake by Easy Bro. Really should have found the jam there.
Yeah, you want Milky's Milky's bet there to be dead money, right? So. But maybe if Easy Bro can find a king on this turn, it will actually be a more profitable play. Currently behind is Milky flops top pair.
I actually think that was kind of genius by Milky, knowing that Pia would get in the last of his remaining chips and now gets to essentially raise. I think she was always going to isolate on the top pair board. And now Easy's priced out. This all could have been avoided with an all-in. And 7-7 Pia, or 7-7-7 Pia, is drawing near dead. No sunglasses this time.
Uh-oh. No. Put him on. Put him. Oh, he's looking for him. He's looking for them. You can't not put him on, bro. You don't believe? 1%.
1%.
Well, if he doesn't suck out, I blame it on the glasses. Should have put him on. Should have put him on. Those glasses were 100% effective this tournament.
Oh, and the ace would have got there, mind you. But with that, we're down to three-handed. Well played by 7-7-7 Pia. But on quite a show. Really showed us how to grind a short stack.
Yeah, not too bad. Flights, accommodations, 450 side event ticket, and 460 USD. Was able to ladder up from this top 6, enough for 2 full white ragu meals with wine on the side.
And Milky YRCD, let's just say her name properly because she is the outright chip leader with about half the chips in play.
Yeah, just a hair under half for Milky RCD. Came in as our shortest stack. Only had a hair over 300,000 in chips. now has more than 10 times what she started with today. Getting right back into the action here. Ace 3. Easy bro getting short on the small blind. Decides to fold the king 8 suited. Milky up to 3.9 million in chips now.
Yeah, that's a lot of cushion.
Yeah, nearly a 2 million chip lead on second place.
Yeah, that's wild. Very, very impressive. We were guessing how she would perform with a bunch of chips after we saw her spin up the short stack. I have to say it's been very impressive indeed.
Oh, definitely.
That's the commit from the button. Should work.
Gets it through.
Now that might be the cutest. I mean, can we even call it a card protector? It's just a good luck charm. It's on the rail.
Yeah, I guess good luck charm. If you're not actually putting it on top of your cards, I think that's all it takes to qualify as a card protector. But you must put it on your cards. But I think it's just good luck. And
cute. What is on top of the puppy there?
I have a theory on what it is, but I need to see it a little bit more clearly. Oh, maybe not. It looked like it was almost like at those chopsticks and something else on top of the dog, like almost like it's a piece of like sashimi or something.
You don't mean the dog is a sashimi, do you?
I don't know, but it looks
horrifying,
right? But it's got like a little topping on it and chopsticks. What does that mean? Am I crazy? Do you see it?
It's working though, whatever it is.
Yeah.
APT up to 2.4 million has been slow and steady. A rock, I called him. Still maintaining the 20 big blind stack. Certainly eyeing heads up considering the almost 10 big blind margin compared to Easy Bro's short stack. But one double up and the story shifts. In fact, if Easy Bro doubles up through Milky, we'll have three-way tie.
But more importantly, Vidur, we have a text from producer Adrian in the group chat saying that it's chopsticks and salmon slices on the dog.
So the dog is like a carrier for some takeaway sashimi.
Ah, I see. Okay, there we go. So I wasn't far off. I maybe jumped to a bit of a too much of a morbid conclusion. A little more cute if it's the carrying the sashimi. Getting some love in the chat. Literal hearts. Someone's liking the stream. Jayandara in the chat is also wondering why it's called the Thailand exclusive. I'll give you a couple guesses. We did explain it earlier. Could look at the flags on the players' names. Weekend of a gut shot for Milky. Goes for the C-bet, and it will work. Milky up to
Beautiful
4
location.
million in chips. Love to see it. But no, Jayandara, it's APT Thailand exclusive. All players from a Thailand-specific tournament here. On our final table, the top 6 were able to receive flights and accommodations. And they're now playing for even more money here. And as well as the top 6 received a $450 side event ticket, but first place will receive a $1,500 main event ticket. So they're playing for that as well, and of course the Baby Lion Trophy.
And remind me, Kyle, sorry to put you on the spot, but is there effectively a last longer between anybody who made it to our final table here?
I will have to clarify that. My understanding was anyone who qualifies for the main event.
Gotcha.
Through, yeah.
So first place.
Through Natural 8.
Overseas.
Yeah, through our sponsor Natural 8, then I think those are the people eligible for the last longer. But I think if on any rate you buy into the main event yourself, I don't think that counts. But I will have to clarify. I don't actually have the info on that one.
Yeah, I think what you're saying makes sense. So, first place finisher at our event here at the APT Thailand exclusive will have essentially an $8,000 last longer in the main event. LMS bets, we call them in the poker world, last man standing. Could be LWS if Milky ships it.
Ten, 8, 3. Bottom pair for Milky. Middle pair for MKPD. Blind versus blind. MKPD is definitely going to get at least one street of value here. Deuce of clubs would be the nightmare card for Milky.
That's pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Could lead to one more street. At the minimum.
Small bet. Milky decides it's worth paying off.
Yeah, interesting decision in terms of sizing. Bit of an awkward SPR. Can't really jam for all of it. Even a 10 might not pay you off, which is obviously what you're hoping your opponent has. A lot of the straight draws could have connected with that 7. So I suspect sort of a 25-30% sizing. Instead, he just goes for all of it. Polarizes, can represent the missed spades. I mean, there is a world where even bottom pair calls off thanks to the polarization. It's worked out like a charm thus far for MKPD. So much comfort with trips on the turn and now the jam, but this line looks super strong.
Yeah, overbet too, and don't think Milky is going to want to risk that many chips on a hero call. It's not impossible. She is going to give it some thought, throws in a time bank, gets a count.
The thing is, Milky's range can include a lot of traps pre-flop as well. Pardon me, MKPD's range, considering they're limped the small blind. You know, you think of a hand as strong as jacks, queens, kings, aces.
For sure.
Could play it this way. Even ace-10 suited could trap every once in a while, although would expect more of a raise from the small blind with a hand like that. And in limped pots, I mean, with ranges being super wide, and 8 is absolutely possible. She does find the right fold.
Looks like MKPD says nice hand, alluding to a good fold. Milky, with that fold, retains the lead. Important fold.
MKPD continues to be super solid.
But pocket nines for our chip leader. Rips it versus easy, bro.
He might be priced in.
Yeah, it's close, eh? Queen 9 suited, pretty strong hand for that stack depth.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to call just 6 bigs, and kind of sucks to be up against 9s.
I mean, not the
situation.
Not the worst thing in the world. You're not completely. Yeah, at least you got diamonds, but
yeah, thanks to being suited, you are
yeah, some connectivity.
Getting the same. Yeah, some connectivity as well. About the same equity as you get with 2 live cards against something like an ace king, but let's see if he calls first. Wow, he just lets it go. A lot of equity to fold, but turns out to be the correct decision, I suppose. Does save himself about 1 million chips behind. You know, huge shout out to Milky for absolutely no FPS. FPS means fancy play syndrome.
Ah.
She doesn't try to get, you know, trappy with the 9s and limp and, you know, just rips it in there. And this has been how she's played almost her entire range from every position. Just straightforward, good, clean poker. I don't think she loves the deuce. But it is a king on the button, 3-handed. Yeah. Another perfect decision. Opens it up.
Looks like she wants to raise here, just had the incorrect min raise amount. Blinds do go pretty fast in this one.
Still hoping for some insight into our chip leader here. For those of you supporting her in the chat. Doesn't have much of a hand in mouth, but curious about her history with the game. Certainly playing really well.
Definitely.
But have a lot of online experience. Down to the final 3 amongst a 700-player tournament, so certainly has online chops, and now, as it turns out, live chops as well.
Yeah, no kidding.
That is not a pleasant sight, Kyle. 4 high when it's going to be in the big blind next hand.
I mean, better seeing it now than in the big blind itself.
Good spot to take for MKPD as well. This is why you can get a fold from a better hand.
Yeah, good pickup for MKPD. Especially when you know all the value is in that first place spot. You don't really have to worry about the short stack busting before you start to chip up now. KPD with 10-3. Milky with the red aces.
I will say it is expected to limp with aces.
When your opponent is this short?
She min raises. 7 2s.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's the worst.
And it's suited too, so tempting.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got a peel.
Makes the call.
What a brilliant raise by Milky. Actually gets him to commit pre-flop. And obviously the slightest of connections will mean he's all in.
And look at
That's
that.
a decent connection.
Blush draw, backdoor straight. Well, it's all going in here. No other option.
Yeah, a little more than Milky perhaps bargained for. If the 7 deuce cracks the aces, I haven't seen that in a while.
I don't know if I ever have. I can't think of it because I feel like that would stand out in my head as seeing that one time. I've never seen 7 deuce specifically crack aces. Well, easy, bro. Potentially does one for previous APT host. Greg goes all in.
Both players standing up, sweating this one together.
5 is safe. Needs a club. And only a club to stay alive. Can he crack aces? Easy, bro. Cannot. And Milky takes out another one. Easy, bro. Eliminated in 3rd place. GG, sir. Not empty.
Came in as the chip lead, but not much he could have done. Had a rough go in a few all-in spots.
Yeah.
We're heads up. The baby lion should be coming out, and it is Milky, who came back from about 300,000 in chips to the tune of 3 million over a couple of orbits. Now at an all-time high of over 4.4 million in chips. Going to heads up with what is about a 2-to-1 chip lead, I believe.
You got to give it up for Easy Bro, though. Doesn't walk away empty-handed. Flights, accommodations, side event worth $450, and a $546 payday for 3rd place.
And by the way, the minimum payout now between these two is 25,000 baht. If you've ever been to vacation in Thailand, you know how far that can take you. Incredible score to begin with for a 35 USD. That's about 1,200 Thai baht entry. $1,000 give or take, 36,000 baht to be precise. And the APT main event entry is on the line. So this is the big jump, about 300 USD in terms of the payout, another 1,000 in terms of the main event ticket. We're heads up. And there's the baby lion for some encouragement.
And there's the jam from Milky. And MKPD has an ace in the big blind.
I mean, this could just be it. He's called it off. And it's basically a flip for the title. Can Milky's sun run complete? Or is this going to be a stack swapping situation if MKPD holds ace on the flop? 3 spades, just a queen now for Milky.
And MKPD chance for the queen. 7 of spades. There is chop outs. All the spades will chop this pot up. And a spade on the river. MKPD absolutely scammed out of a 5.1 million chip pot. Better than losing, but Milky going to hold on to that chip lead. From rags to riches, Milky can still take this down.
Come on, chat. I expect to see some 555 there in the chat with a run out like that.
Right.
MKPD was not entertained, I have to say. Oh, he's just ripped it. 10-9 suited, and Milky wakes up with ace-9. This is getting called, surely. Domination in the favor of the chip leader. Once again, this could be it. And shout out to the chat in the meanwhile for obliging me with the 555s. Here we go, Kyle. Milky's sun run, once again, looking to complete.
Say you want a revolution, well, you know. You're just 2 cards away to change the world. Just gotta dodge an 8 or a 10. one more card to go. Even a diamond's good for you. And the flush on the river for Milky RCD. The shortest stack to our champion. Congratulations!
A huge round of applause for Milky's performance and your performance, Kyle. Really, really deserved winner there in the sense that she really kept her head on straight. Came back from the shortest stack. By the way, a huge shout out to MKPD as well. I kept saying he was solid as a rock. But for now, the moment belongs to our APT Thailand exclusive champion, Milky RCD. We will see her in the main event.
Yes, keep an eye out. Her flights, her accommodations, 1,000 USD. The main event ticket and that baby lion trophy. The shortest stack has done it. And she now qualifies for that $8,000 last longer if she can last longer than the other natural 8 qualifiers in the main event. Absolutely amazing. Wow. But when you talk about destruction, don't you know that you could count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be all right? Sing it with me, Vidur. All right.
Bravo, my friend. That's all I can say.
Oh, there we go. I felt it there. What a comeback. There you have it. Your top 6 for the APT Thailand exclusive. Trumps out in 6. Wonder A with that new comeback after being card dead. 777 Pia holding on for dear life as long as it could. Easy Bro nearly dominating the field early on. Could not prevail. 3rd place finish in MKPD, your runner up. Another one of those massive stacks, but ultimately taken down from the most epic comeback I've seen in one of these exclusive events. Milky RCD, the champion. Vidur, any final words?
To everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I think this was one of the more fun tables we've had in a while, thanks to the comebacks and the revolutions. But we do have 2 more of these fun ones to go. Both coming up tomorrow, the Natural 8 Hong Kong stream and the Natural 8 GG Beat the Pros. That's going to have some fun banter and bounties. You don't want to miss it. And then it's time for the main event coverage. The main event is live right now. In case you're watching, not too late to come down. Registration open till the start of day 2. And we look forward to seeing you on the stream or on the floor.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us online. Love all the congrats in the chats, the 555s. This has been the APT Thailand exclusive with Vidur Singhal and PocketKyles. We'll catch you tomorrow for more live stream coverage here at APT Jeju Classic 2026. See you then.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.